everyone, I'm Elisabetta Bartoloni and welcome to my video series for hiring managers on the science behind designing a winning recruiting process. In today's videos, we will talk about candidate management, internal versus external candidates. Well, it is pretty common that if you have a senior position open, you will most likely have internal candidates that are interested in applying for that role. So what to do in that case? My first recommendation is to include in your process only the internal candidates that you think are qualified for the role. And these are the reasons why. First of all, if you include in the process candidates that are really not in line with the job spec for the role, you might confuse the external market. So external candidates might look at your job spec and at the candidates that you have included in the process, and if they see a big discrepancy, they might not decide not to participate in your process, and so you're going to be losing the most important external candidates you might have. Second of all, of course, it goes without saying that having too many candidates in the process is going to slow it down and not make it efficient. And last but not least, really giving false hopes to your colleagues is not the right thing, and in particular you might jeopardize the relationship with them even more if you let them go through the entire process and then turn them down at the end, and then they find out that honestly they were wrong, really your top choice anyway. The second recommendation on candidate management, internal versus external candidates. So when you're dealing with internal versus external candidates, I would say make sure that you have all your candidates, internal and external, go through the same assessment process. And if you have an external recruiter helping you out through the search, have the external recruiter assess the internal candidates in the same way they're assessing the external one. Well, let me explain why. This might sound self-serving, but you might think that by carving out the internal candidates from the process, you're actually saving some money. But what you're really doing is shortchanging yourself by not having your trusted advisor giving you an independent opinion on the candidate. In addition, of course, the recruiter will be very helpful in the delivery of the bad news potentially at the end of the process, and they will help you really design the best communication and the best strategy to make sure that you retain that internal candidate that did not get the job. Well, I hope you find these tips helpful. And if you want to learn more about this topic, please don't forget to access my booklet and drop me a line on my YouTube channel, and don't forget to subscribe.